Welcome in. What are you having to drink, sir? Yeah, I'll take a whiskey cup. Wait. How did you? Oh, shit. Welcome to After Hours. Welcome back to another episode of After Hours. Today we're shooting from the bar, the Rings Household Bar. Always open, always after hours ready. We're talking about episode 8, Dark Matter, Apple TV, and oh my lord, this one was a banger. I was wrong last week. I thought this was the season finale. Actually, episode 9 is the finale, but the way the cliffhanger was in episode 7 left you off. These will be spoilers, so I'm just hammering the show out, talking my thoughts, and each episode as we go, and then I'll do a final recap. So definitely check the show out before you even watch this. In episode 7, it left us with Joel Edgerton, his character, Jason, went to the same place to buy a gun. And while he was there trying to buy the gun, the lady was like, well, you have to have your license. So he wasn't able to buy the gun. He ended up buying a knife and mace. Jason 2, the guy that took over his life, realized, okay, he's here. He's made it here. So got to be on the lookout. His son that night was like, let's get some late night deep dish, which is a great callback if you forgot that this show is being shot in Chicago. And there's a few scenes actually that I thought were really cool. Out behind their place in the back alley, it looks exactly like, it's where the L train is, so it looks exactly like Shameless, like an episode of Shameless. There's many scenes that they shoot that look in the same type area, but he's down for the pizza. His son is ordering the pizza, and he goes out back to take trash out. On his way to take the trash out, Jason 1, or so you think, attacks him, brings the knife out, they wrestle, they fight. Jason 2, the guy who stole his life, is the winner of that fight. So at this point you think, all right, well, I guess he's dead. Then the very next scene, you see another Jason enter the bar, and he goes to order a drink. Bartender was like, what's up, Jason? And that's how you know he's in the world where he belongs, is that bartender knows him. Bartender goes, wow, already? He goes, yeah, I'm going to need a drink. And he's like, okay, you want just the same? And that's when it clicks in his head, oh no, there's already a Jason here. 2 different Jasons than the one that just fought and the one that just died. So at this point, as a viewer, you realize there's multiple Jasons in this world right now. These 2 walk up to each other. They had a great moment where they had the realization of it. They're a little different. So what happened is every single time Jason went into the box and went to a different reality, that reality separated. Like I was talking about in the last episode, everything stacks on itself. If there's a Jason going through the box, then there is a reality where the Jason doesn't make it out of the box, or he goes to a certain world and something happens to him. So they're sitting at the bar having a drink together, which is super dope. And coming to that realization, there are, who knows, maybe hundreds, thousands of different Jasons that are trying to get their family, their life back. That Jason leaves, so the other Jason realizes, okay, I've got to do something. I got to do something different to make sure my wife knows I am the one that was originally here. They do a really good job of showing his ring early on in the early episodes. He puts a rubber band around his finger. He did it as a reminder, but it also helps. It's almost like in the movie Inception, where they have their one device that they only know about that like lets them know that they're that part of the reality. He puts the rubber band on. So as a viewer, you're seeing that, you're going, all right, that's the OG Jason. In order to actually make a difference, talk in a safe place, he ends up going to a restaurant, breakfast place, and lights up a cigar. The whole entire restaurant is pissed. They're like, why are you smoking? You can't smoke here. You're disturbing the public. He gets arrested, taken to jail, which causes his wife to have to come bail him out. At that moment, he tries to explain to her the whole situation. She thinks he's crazy. She's about to walk away from him. He goes, if it's the last thing that you do, please call me. She calls. Jason answers, but not the Jason in front of her. She hangs up immediately. Jason then says, okay, so now you know there's 2 of me here. You've been fooled this whole time. Tell him that you want to go back to that vacation trip in, I forget what he even said, but Cabo or something. last December. And she goes, we didn't do that trip. And he is like, well, yes, but he won't know that. From the moment that he left the bar in the first episode was the last time that he saw her. And the other Jason knows nothing. He's already given the kid peanut butter when he has the allergies. He's just missing out on huge impacts of life that are the small things, the little things that actually add up to what's important. She calls him back, tells him she really liked that house, the pink and white house, and that she wants to go back. And he's like, yeah, I love that house. We'll go back. So in that moment, she realizes he's telling the truth. This is the original Jason. She needs to go back, get their son at the house with Jason 2. But Jason 1 says, okay, we need a meetup spot. I can't come up with it because he thinks just like me. It is him. It's just a different reality, different universe him. She comes up with it. She says, all right, meet me at the Bean. Another Chicago reference. So they're going to the Bean for the meetup. And then he goes, okay, well, we need a safe word, because he realizes, well, there's probably multiple of me that are going to be coming to get you, just like I did, and tell you the whole story and try to convince you. So she comes up with her safe word. Her safe word is Jupiter. Plays out from there. She goes home. That Jason 2 is getting them to pack their things, get the heck out of Dodge, get out of town. She is panicking, but trying to stay calm. Tries to also tell her son Charlie, text him and say, hey, we're in danger. Head out to the back alley, get out of here. She texts the phone. Jason 2 notices. It dings. It's in the kitchen. She hands it to her son. The son heads out to the backyard to get in the car. She asks him for help with the suitcase that he's been begging her to grab. Downstairs in the basement, she needs help to grab it. As soon as they walk down through the basement door, she pushes him down the stairs. Looks like he's unconscious. She runs out, gets in the car. Charlie's aware something's up, doesn't know what's going on. Pure panic mode. They try to leave. All of a sudden, another vehicle pulls up. It's Jason, who as a viewer you think is Jason 1, but you were supposed to meet at the Bean. It's crazy that he came to the house. She tells her son, Charlie, she says, get out, get in the car, leave this car. They get in the vehicle. As soon as they get in the vehicle, that Jason tries to do the same thing that the Jason in jail, Jason 1, the OG Jason. This Jason took you away from me, yada, yada, yada. This is what happened. She's kind of realizing, like, okay, he was right. There are multiple different Jasons in this world right now. About that time, crash. Another vehicle T-bones the car. That Jason's hurt in the vehicle, airbags deploy. She looks in the back, checks on Charlie. Charlie's fine. She said, get out of the car. They see in the other vehicle another Jason. That's who wrecked into them. Both the Jasons are in the front seat of each car, and they're like, no, it's me. The very end of the episode, they get to the Bean. Jason 1 is there. She looks at him. She says, say it. And he responds, Jupiter. And then in that moment, she knew, but the moment that she really knew, he walks right by her and hugs their son Charlie and looks him in the eyes like he hadn't seen him in decades. And it was in that moment that she for sure knows this is the Jason. He has that love for a child that none of the other Jasons have had, especially Jason 2, who has been very off, whatever. She knows, she sees the love that he has for his son Charlie. End of the episode. So, season finales next week. Guys, this show is dope. I can't wait to see how it plays out. A lot of me believes that Ryan is going to come back into play here, because the Ryan that Jason 2 brought into this world is just clueless what's going on. He's like, I was a mechanic. So that is probably going to come into play, and there's a million things that can happen in the multiverse. So I'm very excited to see how they close this one up. But great show. That's a review before the season finale. Check it out, Apple TV. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And always remember, I love you. I'm proud of you. Peace.